Are you looking for a pool home in Southwest Florida and you want to spend $400,000 or less? Well, I'm Sunshine Sherry, your local expert real estate advisor right here in Cape Coral, Florida. You know, Cape Coral is considered a great place to live in Southwest Florida. We have abundant sunshine and a lifestyle that's relaxed but still has a lot going on for everyone. So if you're considering a move here, you will be pleased to know that you can find beautiful homes with a pool for under $400,000. Let's explore what your budget can get you in this beautiful place. First, I'm going to tell you a few of the things that you're going to hear me talk about that can make a difference in the prices of the homes that we're going to take a look at. You're going to hear me say things like, this one is near a busy road or might need some updating. The roof might be at the end of its life, which here in Southwest Florida, that means pretty much more than 10 to 15 years old. Some of these homes might be near commercial land or city or county owned land. And I'm going to talk about the lanai. Is it under truss or not? Some of the homes might be near multifamily buildings or condos. And then there's the city water and sewer assessments. Now, those might be paid for or they might be coming in the future. Here is the criteria that I'm going to use. They have to have an in-ground pool. They have to be 1,400 square feet or bigger. They have to be built in 2004 or newer and be at least 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and have a 2-car garage. Now, we're going to look at each one of these properties in depth and use these items as our guide. So, let's get started. Today we're going to be looking at 5 pool homes in Cape Coral, Florida that are $400,000 or less. I wanted you to see that this is the list of 16 properties that meet those criteria. And we're going to take a closer look at 5 of them. So let's start with one of the lowest price houses, which is at $329,700. We're going to look into that a little bit more. First, we always like to go to the map because you can't change the location. And the map shows us that this is in the Northwest Cape. This is Coral Oaks Golf Course, so if you're looking to be doing some golf games, this would be a great location. I like this location. It is close enough to main roads, which are the named roads, Kismet and El Dorado, but far enough away where you shouldn't get as much road noise. So that's a good start, is the location is good. So let's take a look at the house. This home is a 2004 home. It is 1,418 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and again, the price is $329,700. I always look first at the location, and then I go into the city records, the county records, and look up the permits that have been pulled on the house to make sure that we know what the big hitters as far as the money goes, the roof and the AC, when the last time was that those were replaced. This particular home had a new roof in 2021, so before Hurricane Ian, had an AC replaced in 2017, and the pool was actually put in 2011, so the pool is not original to this home. As you can see, it also has a fence, and this is on the side of the house, and this is the water system because this home does have well and septic, which I think all but one of the homes we're going to look at today have well and septic. Pool looks really nice, and it does have a screened-in front porch, which is awesome because now when it does get to be cooler weather down here, you can open your front door, you can open your slider doors and let that breeze blow through. So the roof looks pretty good from this angle. You do see that you do have some mature landscaping, which you don't always get with a new construction home. We're going to go inside now. This has got some high ceilings, and typically the age of home would have carpet in the living room, potentially dining room space. This one has tile in the wet areas is what they call it, usually the kitchen, the bathrooms, and the laundry room. But they've put down some other kind of flooring here and replaced the carpet, which in my mind is a good thing. They've also done something in this home where this used to be slider doors going out to the under truss lanai. They've made this, someone along the way has made this into a room out there. You can see there's windows here instead of a slider door across here. I don't believe in this one they have not taken care of that little step down, so you're still stepping down. And the only thing that makes me a little nervous about this is they don't have any permits for this. So if they've done some electric, they put in the windows, it wasn't inspected by the county or the city to make sure that everything is up to codes. Is anyone gonna die? No. Let's keep going. The kitchen is a nice kitchen. The appliances are a little bit mixed. We've got some stainless as well as black. Looks like there's no microwave above the oven, which is typical for this year. Sometimes you can put a microwave in here after replacing these cabinets because they're a little low for a microwave. But it looks like a nice kitchen with a nice island. We'll go on to the bedrooms. Bedrooms also have tile, which is a great thing. This is that room that I was talking about. This used to be an under truss or under the roof line lanai space, and they've closed it in, put windows in instead of what used to be the screened-in portion before they put the cage on. So you don't really have any place out here on the lanai to get out of the sun, which in my mind you really do need that. Sure, you can put it up an umbrella, and that might be fine too. The pool looks very nice, big enough, not a lot of space around the pool, but that's okay. We're back in the living room. Let's keep going. The bathrooms look like they probably have not been updated. Nice fence around there. Here is that room that they made. I don't think those are slider doors. They look like fixed windows. But at any rate, I would say that they are fixed windows because there's something in front of this. There does still look like there's a step down here. This fan was probably already in place when this was the lanai, so perhaps they haven't done any electrical out here that needed to be inspected. We're going to look back at the location. So here is the house that we're looking at. Oh, a few empty lots here, but that's pretty typical of the Northwest Cape. Nice neighborhood, nice house all in all. Again, the price, $329,700 for a pool home. Let's move on to the next home, which we're going to jump up a little bit in price, and that is going to be at the $379,900. Excuse me, $375,000. This one is in the Northeast Cape, so it's still in the North Cape. Let's look at that location. And so we'll pull back just a little bit and see exactly where we are. This is a large community called Coral Lakes. First thing that jumps out in my mind is, what is this big empty lot? Well, I've looked it up, and it's actually a lot owned by Lee County. So being owned by Lee County, and actually it's the school district, so that could be a future school. That could be a future bus depot. You never know what that might be. Now, this home may or may not be far enough away. If this is a school, because we have currently school of choice, a lot of folks drop off their kids in the morning, pick them up at night. So you end up with big, long lines of parents trying to pick up their kids or drop off their kids. This is fairly close to what might someday be a school. So you just need to know that and take that into consideration when you're thinking about buying this particular home. Other than that, I think the location is good. Let's get into looking at the home. This is a 2006. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It has 1,558 square feet. There's currently an open permit for some renovations that they're doing, and I think once we get into the pictures, you'll see that it's in the kitchen. They did replace the pool cage just this year in January, so January of 24. The roof was in 23, so that's checked off the list. The AC was in 17, so that's not bad. ACs typically last about 10 years down here, sometimes longer. And the fence was in 19. So this looks like, at first I would say a large under truss space, but I see this white ceiling here, which leads me to believe, and I do know already from looking at the pictures, that this is an awning of sorts that they put up to make it more covered space. The actual under truss lanai space is over here, and it's going to be a smaller space. But this pool area is pretty nice. Not extra room at the end here, but lots of room here, and you are out of the sun when you're under this cover. Here's that renovated kitchen that they probably still have an open permit on. Now maybe they changed some of the electrical, maybe they changed some of the plumbing. Not really sure about that, but it is an open permit. So when you go to buy this, the title company is going to look into that, because if you have an open permit, I believe you may have an issue with a clear title or not. As you can see, the roof looks really great because the roof on this one was 2023. Not a screened in front porch, but that's easy to do. This is a small space, so you could probably get that done for $500-600. They've chosen to put these sliding screen shutters, if you will, on the garage, which makes it nice if you're going to be hanging out in your garage, working in your garage, once it gets to cooler weather. Again, nice mature landscaping here. This is a different look at that covered space here, and as you can see, this is a big white thing, so I know that that's an awning. This was the under truss lanai space, and it looks like they have pull across shutters, so anything that you have out here on the lanai deck, you can put inside here. If bad weather's coming, close these shutters, and you are good to go. Nice big space though. This is a little dining space here where you could put a cute little dining set. And it also looks like they have replaced what was probably originally carpet, again, with some tile, because I can tell by this transition strip here. Nice big space, nice tall ceilings, nice window over the doors, the front door. Also tile in the master bedroom, as well as, of course, in the bathroom. Pretty good sized master bedroom though. Master bath, not updated, but still nice. Corian on the countertops and double sinks. Not bad. Here's another bedroom. Great, all tile. Love to see that. And that's the bathroom, the guest bath. The laundry room, this door goes out to the garage typically, and because this door is louvered, this must be where the AC unit is, the inside AC unit. And they've put extra storage up here, which is always a great thing. Here's that under truss space again, and then the awning. Once we get to the shots, here we go. This is a shot that shows you that they have built out that awning, which is fine. Some folks think, well, you know, that could be an issue if we have a wind event or a hurricane, but it looks like it's doing just fine. Love the mature landscaping too. All in all, really a great house. The assessments, this is in the assessment area North 6, which is on the map for the city to have the assessments, water and sewer assessments, come not until 2035. So you will be on a well and septic until 2035, which is not a bad thing at all because you got no water bill. And as far as septics go, they are not an issue. I even forget that I have one sometimes. All in all, pretty nice house. So let's go back, and this one will be the 379 home. And this one is in the Southwest Cape. Now let's look at this map, because it is near a golf course, which is Palmetto Pines Golf Course, which means behind you is probably going to be a pretty quiet space because they're playing golf out there. And Chiquita is over here, which is not that close. So as far as the noise goes, it should be okay. Now this home is on one of our freshwater canals. Cape Coral has 400 miles of canals. 300 of them are freshwater canals. The Gulf access canals are the ones that are all around the edge of Cape Coral. So they go up the Caloosahatchee River and then over near Charlotte Harbor and the Gulf of Mexico. So this one is on a freshwater canal. It does already have a seawall in place, which is a great thing, so there will be no erosion going on here in your backyard. You have water in your backyard, so you won't have a neighbor that's really close. So that's a good thing. This happens to be a Christian Life complex. Once again, probably not a real noisy place. So I think the location is good on this one. Let's start looking at the home. This is a 2007 home. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It has 1,718 square feet, and again, the price is $379. Now, when I looked at the permits, the AC was put in just this year, in 2024, and the assessments are already in. So this house has city, sewer, and water, not a well and septic. Although you can continue to use your well for irrigation if you choose to. The balance on those assessments is $3,700. Now that assessment balance actually shows up in your tax bill every year. You do not have to pay it off when you buy it. You can if you want to, but it will go into your tax bill until it is actually paid off. The back of the home is west facing, which is not my most favorite facing for the back, only because you're going to get that blazing sun in the afternoon, which if you'd like to sit out on your lanai for a cold drink and not be kind of hot, especially in the summertime, west facing is not always the best. Some folks love it because they get to see the when the sun goes down at night and they get to see that beautiful sky. We like east facing because we like to see the sun rise in the morning when we're drinking our coffee. But at any rate, you want to take a look at this house. No roof replacement, and you can kind of see in these light spots that those are either replaced shingles or missing shingles. I would hope that they're replaced shingles, otherwise you're going to have some leaking going on. Probably happened in the hurricane, in Hurricane Ian. Here's a good view of that canal that's back there. These two big trees are probably from when it was originally built. You had to put 2 shade trees in. Now it's 3 shade trees, but 2 shade trees back then, typically they are southern oak trees, and as you can see, they will certainly give your backyard a lot of shade. But it's kind of cool being on water in the back. You can fish right off of your seawall here. You could build a dock out like these folks did over here. And if you're fishing in your backyard, you don't need a license. This is a good shot of the golf courses that is just virtually across the street. So it looks like a really nice neighborhood, pool homes all over the place, and even new construction that's going on. You could screen this in very easily too, so that you can open those slider doors and get that breeze. This is a pretty typical floor plan for the 2007, 6, 5 era, with big living space. Dining space is over here. This is typically a light and or a fan. This is just a design thing that they were doing back in that time period. So the kitchen is compact, but not a bad size. The living area is pretty big, actually. There are lights that go along the edge here, so that's kind of an older design. Here again, no microwave above the stove because that's just how they were building them back then. Looks like Corian countertops, which are pretty much indestructible, so those will last forever. And here's those lights that I was telling you about. A lot of times folks will pop pot lights in here and or take this whole thing down. But a good sized kitchen. There is always also storage in the island, so you have extra storage in there. This door would go out to the garage, and it looks like they've put some shelves in here, and a nice, not a bad size as far as the laundry goes. Garage, pretty much just a regular old garage. You can see here that the garage door has extra bracing, and that's what you get when you get a home built 2004 or newer, because the hurricane codes changed after Hurricane Charlie, and they made these a requirement, an extra brace door, so it's stronger. These silver things here are the aluminum shutters that you would put on the windows if weather is coming. And this black thing that's standing up here would be the baby gate for around the pool to ensure safety for pets and children. Bedrooms look like they have fresh carpet in them. This would be the guest bath. Nice tile enclosure. This door would go out to the pool area, so you do have a pool bath in this home, which is always nice because then the kids can just come in this bathroom if they need to use it, rather than traipsing through your house. Again, looks like new carpet in the master here. This is going to be the ensuite for the master bath with 2 sinks, a nice soaking tub, stand-up shower. Doesn't look like there's really been any updates done to this bathroom. This is going to be the under truss lanai space. It's an okay size. Not huge, but certainly enough room to probably put a TV up here, have some chairs, put a table and chairs out here, be able to eat outside. Again, what a great view out the back with the canal in the background, and you're going to have some good fishing off of that seawall for sure. Kidney-shaped pool, nice enough. And this under truss lanai space again. All in all, pretty nice house. There's those shade trees that I was telling you about. Gonna give you some really nice shade back here on your pool too. And I know people don't think you need it, but man, when it's the summertime, you relish those shade trees, that's for sure. All right, so that is what $379,000 will get you. Let's move on to the next one, which we're going to pop up to $400,000. And this one has a Southwest Cape Coral address. But when we look at the map, I'm going to tell you that Embers Parkway is the dividing line in Cape Coral. It goes down, if you go east here, and turns into Pine Island Road as far as the dividing line. But on this side, on the north side of Embers, is Northwest Cape Coral. And on the south side of Embers is Southwest Cape Coral. So this home is in almost the most northern part of the Southwest that you can get. So again, close to some busy streets, but probably not too close to make the noise too much. Now, here's Burnt Store Road. Burnt Store Road is a major thoroughfare, and they've just turned this in the last 2 years into a 4-lane road. I think this is probably far enough away so that you're not getting a ton of road noise, but I think this is a pretty good location. This location does not have the assessments yet. It was left out of the area in this general area that did get the assessments. So on the map, it is scheduled for 2030 to get the sewer and water assessment. So you've got a ways to go with having a well and septic, which is great in my mind. This map is going to be an older map. As you can see, there are a lot of blue tarps all over the place. Currently, that is not how it is, but obviously this map has not been updated because, as you can see, the home that we're looking at has a blue tarp on it, and when we actually look at the pictures, it doesn't have a blue tarp on it. So this used to be almost the new flag of Florida after the hurricane happened, but most of this stuff has all been taken care of. So good location. Let's take a look at the house. This home was built in 2006. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It has 1,408 square feet. It's got a really nice big front porch here. It's not screened in, but once again, you can get that screened in easily. Nice big mature landscaping. So far, great. As far as permits go, I see that the roof was replaced in 2023, the AC was replaced in 2022, well, batting 1,000. The fence went up in 16, and the pool actually went in 16. So it was built in 2006, but the pool didn't go in until 16. Now this one is interesting because as I was going through the permits, I saw that it had Chinese drywall removal. If you don't know about Chinese drywall, I'll give you what I hope is the short version of the story. Back in 2005, 6, and 7, there was so much building going on in Cape Coral that we ran out of drywall, and they had to get drywall from China. The Chinese drywall had a high level of formaldehyde in it, and the formaldehyde, haven't heard too much about it bothering people, but it certainly does bother building materials, and especially electrical cabling. That's the biggest thing. So when they found out that a lot of electrical stuff was failing in homes with Chinese drywall, as well as the mirrors tend to get changed color and some plumbing is affected also, they found out that they needed to remediate that Chinese drywall. There are not government standards as to how to remediate it, but the basic premise is that you have to take off all the drywall down to the studs, replace all the electrical stuff, which, wow, what a big undertaking that is. That is what happened with this house. I saw in the permit that all of that was done. Used to be a really big thing. When I started in real estate in 2015, it was still a big thing because a lot of homes still had Chinese drywall and it would need to be remediated, and that is thousands of dollars of cost to do that. This house, it's already been done, so it's not really a big deal anymore. But nice that they have a permit for it and you can see that it has been done and been done correctly and inspected. This home is also being sold furnished, really turnkey. It's already a successful Airbnb according to the description. And so if you're an investor looking for a property, as you can see, this thing is ready to go. So all you'd have to do is make the reservations and start raking in the money. So nice high ceilings in this one, and tile flooring all throughout the very main area, that's for sure. Nice big opening, lots of light in this space, neutral colors. The furnishings are great. New appliances. This one they probably have taken out these cabinets, put in a microwave. Looks like it's all stainless appliances. Investors, this is what you are absolutely looking for. The paint is nice too. Laundry room, a little bit of extra storage. Carpet in the bedrooms, which is fine. For a rental, maybe not the best thing, but it's okay. Bedrooms are a good size. Bathrooms really don't look like they were updated, but that's okay. Really nice under truss lanai space. You need this because you got to get out of the sun. And for our summer and even in the winter, not too much in the winter, rain showers that happen, they come on fast and they leave fast. So not a lot of extra room around the pool, but that's okay. Enough for a basketball hoop, so that's great. Nice pool. Nice shot of the general area. Again, it's got a fenced-in yard, so if you're renters or if you have some furry pets and or some children, you've got a nice, safe backyard for them to play in. Really pretty nice house, and that one is $400,000. So that's right at the top of what we're looking at today, but there's at least this one out there, and our last one that we're going to be looking at is also a $400,000 house. This one again is in the Northwest Cape. Let's look at that map. We'll zoom out a little bit so that you can get kind of an idea of where we are. This is Pine Island Road, so once again, earlier I said Embers was the dividing line between the North Cape and the South Cape. Well, as it scoots down here, then Pine Island Road becomes the dividing line between the North Cape and the South Cape. So this one is in a great spot, actually, kind of close to one of these freshwater lakes. No major roads too close to cause road noise, so I think this one's going to be great as far as the location goes. Not seeing any big open lots, so city owned and or commercial spaces. Really good location. Look at these huge, beautiful palm trees. Now these folks have decided to put in some solar. I did not see anywhere in the description that said that there was a balance on the solar, that a lot of times the new buyers have to pick up the balance and keep paying for the solar. I would think that these are already paid for because there were no notes about that, actually. This one is a 2006. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It is $400,000, 1,458 square feet. And the solar panels were put in 2022. The pool was actually put in 2020, so it's only 4 years old. The fence was put up in 21. I did not see any permits about the roof or the AC, so we would need to look at those to see about that. I also did not see any permit for this shed that's in the backyard. In Cape Coral, you do have to get a permit for the shed because they're going to come out and inspect it to make sure that it's anchored properly, because we do have wind events and hurricanes. You don't want this thing flying over, taking out your cage, taking out this cage, or damaging your home. This one, they've done some interesting things too. We'll get to that. This is another typical floor plan in Cape Coral. When you come in this front door, you have a den right off, in this case, to the right. And they're using it for a den, but you can certainly use it as a bedroom. It doesn't have a closet, but you could certainly use it as a bedroom if you needed 4 bedrooms, but also as a office. Here again, these folks have taken out the slider doors. They have actually brought up what used to be the under truss lanai, that flooring. There used to be a step down here because there were slider doors. They've actually brought the level of this room up. So no permitting for this extra space, and I would say that's probably why it's not in the actual square footage of the home, because there was no permitting, so it can't be added on as extra under air square footage. Now, I would think that they've probably not put air conditioning ducts out here, but are just relying on the convection of the air to get the cool air out there. But, you know, nice if you don't mind not having an under truss lanai to give you a little bit more living space. These are not the original tiles. I can tell they're the tiles that would have been originally in this 2006 home would have been smaller tiles. So this flooring has all been replaced too. So that's a great benefit. Looks like they've put in some granite countertops also. Nice high ceilings and neutral paint. Pretty awesome. Looks like some stainless appliances. I see a white microwave, but that's okay. This is really a cool feature that they've put in over here. More storage and more countertop. So how cool is that, that they've created a little bar space here? You could make it a coffee bar also. Near the windows that are there. And again, this used to be the slider doors. So they've put down, looks like laminate flooring here. Could be luxury vinyl also, but it does give you some extra living space. And a cute little doggy door. Still have access to the pool area through there. There's the laundry, and they've put in some cabinets, so that gives you some extra storage. Oh great, no carpeting in the master bedroom anyway. Pretty awesome. Looks like maybe they've replaced the countertop there, I would say, and this certainly is not the tub that came with it, but it looks like a nice big soaking tub and a tile surround. It's looking like there's tile all the way through this home, which is great, and it looks like the guest bathroom has also had the countertop replaced, which is very cool. This bedroom shares the door, so it's kind of a Jack and Jill setup. The other bedroom is a little outside of the bathroom, but they both have very easy access to the bathroom, which is in between. They've also done an interesting thing here. This is the third bedroom, And it looks like they've replaced the window that was here with a door to go out there. And I know from looking at the pictures already that they've also poured a pad out there, outside that door. Beautiful sunset. Nice view of the lanai space, and again, no under truss lanai space. I'm not sure what they were doing here with this fence, but maybe just, I'm not sure what they were doing. Oh, you know what? Maybe there was a dog door there, and that's where the dog goes. I bet you that's what it is. But nice lanai space. There's that shed that unfortunately isn't permitted. Here's that door in that bedroom, and there's the pad that I was telling you about. Lots and lots of solar here, that's for sure. Even solar out in the yard. This is the water system out here, the air conditioning, and then I guess they've put a little shed out on the side here too. So, very nice location, not far from a lake. Hey, you could walk right over here and do some fishing, freshwater fishing. All in all, a nice home. So there's 5 homes that you can get in Cape Coral for under $400,000 with a pool. And as you can see, there are 16 homes currently that fit those parameters as far as 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,400 square feet or larger, and built 2004 or newer. As you can see, Cape Coral offers a variety of homes with a pool, and all within a budget of $400,000 or less. Now, whether you're looking for a family home and you're really focused on your budget, or if you're an investor and you're looking for a vacation rental, those possibilities, there's something here for everyone. If you're ready to make Cape Coral your new home, or if you're right at the beginning of just starting to think about it, please reach out to me. My contact information is right down below in the description. We could schedule a phone call or a Zoom meeting so we can get to know each other, and together we can discover the possibilities that await you right here in paradise. You can also click on the link for my Team Sunshine website, that's right down below too, and set up a totally free account and start searching what's available in Southwest Florida. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to helping you find your dream home in Cape Coral, just like we did. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going to be making more of these videos at different price ranges, so make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.